Hello, welcome to Football 360, Australia's best online football program. Well, the A-League finals are out of the way and it's time to bring the spotlight back onto local football. This week, we take a look at surprise league leaders Floreat Athena. Monica Beasley also profiles one of the powerhouse clubs in the State Women's League. We'll also showcase some of the young and promising emerging talent from one of our junior football clubs. And don't forget the Match of the Week highlights with Ashley Morrison. Stick around for that one because I can guarantee you it's a cracker. Floreat Athena is one of those clubs everyone arguably loves to hate. They're riding high on a wave at the moment that seems to have no end, but some say it's just a matter of time before they come crashing down into oblivion. From humble beginnings in the 1950s, Floreat Athena has emerged as one of WA football's glamour clubs. Despite plenty of silverware over the decades and boasting some of the biggest names, including Socceroos Stan Lazaridis and Perth Glory favourite Vas Kaligarakos, the last 2 years has seen a mass exodus of players after changes at the top. And having not won a title since 2007, questions are being asked. Are the glory days for the Blue and Whites done and dusted?
It's obviously a big learning curve for me at this stage, and obviously I'm going to make some hiccups and some mistakes along the way, but look, I'm all prepared for it. The club's given me the backing to go ahead and experiment with youth and look within the club.
Chris Barbas is in unfamiliar territory. The former Athena and tough and gritty WA goalkeeper is making his debut as a senior coach, replacing the popular Ante Kovacevic, who led the team as player coach for the past 2 seasons. But despite his critics, the move seems to have paid off. After 6 rounds, the club sits top of the table.
I'm not fazed about who we've lost. It's important about who we've brought to the club, and these players are definitely in my plans and the way I want to structure the team. I don't think it's going to be anything that the club needs to worry about with the players that we've lost.
And there's no hiding what his future plans are for the club.
I'm not here just to fill up the numbers. I want to be recognised as well now. So, you know, as a player, I've obviously won championships and trophies, so I'd like to emulate that as a coach as well.
You know, everyone was kind of like questioning, well, who are we going to bring in? And obviously Chris has come up from the under-18s and everyone's questioning him. But then speaking to Chris and seeing what he's about, and he won me over, I've got to be honest, and maybe not everyone, but to be honest, the players he's brought in, and so far we're doing really well.
The former under-21 Welsh international and Swansea player concedes he never expected the team to be doing so well.
I am surprised, because initially pre-season it took a lot of time for us to gel, and we were going into games and we weren't playing very well, and I think a lot of the lads didn't know each other, but over the last 5 or 6 games, especially after the Perth game, we've just sort of gelled and everyone's getting on. You can see the atmosphere is, you know, getting a lot better and everyone's buzzing around the place. It's really good. Maybe it's early days and we've got to, you know, keep our feet on the ground, I think, because we are a young group and maybe we might just, you know, be a bit naive, but hopefully we can keep this going.
It's just about timing and peaking at the right time. And it's also, I'm a big believer of having a player called luck on your team. He's got to be in your squad every week, and if you've got luck and he comes on and he brings you that luck, then you'll be successful throughout the year.
I like to play either winger, right winger, or striker. I just like crossing balls in and setting up goals and scoring goals and all of that. I don't remember how many goals, but I know I scored a lot.
Want to be in the running to win a free iPad 2? It's easy. Football 360 is giving you the chance to win a 16-gig 3G iPad 2 in the month of May. All you need to do is answer our weekly trivia questions. This week we're asking, in episode 2, Football 360 visited which All-Flag State League club? If you know the answer, email us at football360@footballwest.com.au. Entries close May 28th and the lucky winner will be announced on May 31st. And don't forget, tune in next week for another chance.
Addiction starts with a choice.
Bankwest, happily supporting the communities of WA.
The Northern Redbacks are fast becoming a force to be reckoned with in the State Women's League, and as Monica Beasley discovered, these Reds have plenty of bite.
In less than a decade, one women's club has changed the face of the Women's State League. Northern Redbacks have come out of last season with a clean sweep of all the senior trophies, winning Women's Premier League, Premier Reserve and taking home the cup for the 4th year in a row. They started with a humble beginning in 2003, where Stirling Reds and Sorrento FC decided to amalgamate. They now boast being the most successful club in WA and have taken 11 league championships along the way. To find out the key to their success, we speak to senior coach Tim Hodgson.
We tend to attract players who are ambitious, who strive to be the best that they possibly can, and they want to play at the top level. And I think we've got a good support group through the coaches and committees at our club that support their endeavours. Being a women's only club doesn't necessarily guarantee you any success, but what it does do is give you a focus where all your resources can go to the women's side of the game. Our goals each year is to win everything. That's the nature of our club. We want to make sure that people know that we're serious about the game and we are competitive and we'll try and win anything that we play in. If we can get these girls into state teams, NTC squads, glory side or even a national team, then we've done our bit.
It's clear that hard work and determination is very much part of the ethos at this club. There is a certain confidence that is displayed when the girls hit the field. There have been many young players that have started at this club and made it to a professional level. Their proudest exports being Matilda players Colette McCallum and Lisa Devana. The young talent is very much a focus at Northern Redbacks. One of the rising stars is 19-year-old 2012 Player of the Year, Carla Bennett.
Wanting to be the best I could be all year, striving to win obviously, but also to try and be a leader amongst my teammates and wanting to show them that we can win and just motivating them. I always want the best for myself, wanting to get the best out of it, so I'm always striving to do better and better, and to win the season again would be great. Also, a personal goal would be to win Premier League Player of the Year.
Since their inception, Northern Redbacks have strived for excellence and achieved some great results. With a strong focus on youth development, it's fair to say this club is going to be kicking some goals in the future. My tip, watch out for Northern Redbacks this year. They're deadly.
Time to take a look at the match of the week between Floreat and Balcatta. Ashley Morrison has the highlights.
Floreat Athena were reduced to 10 men after 23 minutes, but were still unlucky not to take the lead when Ludovic Boy hit the crossbar at the start of the second half. Minutes later, Steve Burton played a quick ball through for Hooman, who went to the byline, pulled the ball back, it ricocheted off Spencer Harris and Brad Effie before rolling to John Migas, who found the back of the net for Balcatta. In the 67th minute, Floreat had a corner. It was played to the unmarked Pritchard at the edge of the penalty area, and his miss-hit volley struck the arm of Madashi, and Floreat had a penalty and the chance to equalise. Up stepped Mark Pritchard, who fired a well-executed penalty, leaving Italiano no chance, even though he went the right way. In the final minutes, Pritchard picked up the ball just inside Floreat's half, accelerated away from Mills, and as the defence stepped out, slipped a wonderful through ball into the path of Heaney, who side-footed past Italiano, and Floreat had the lead. Balcatta, desperate for an equaliser, were caught on the counter-attack. Sweeney found Jared Smith in acres of space, and he bore down on Italiano, shimmied his hips to go past him, and rolled the ball into the empty net for Floreat's third, and to assure them of all 3 points.
What was the game breaker today in the second half?
Oh, I think Madashi giving his fifth or fourth penalty away was a pleasing factor for us, and that we scored from it was probably satisfying.
In other games, Armidale picked up their first points of the season with a good 2-0 win over Sorrento. Inglewood United slipped to a second consecutive defeat against Bayswater City. Stirling Lions defeated ECU Joondalup away from home, while the Western Knights, playing back at their home ground of Nashfield for the first time this season, had to be happy with a share of the spoils from their encounter with Bunbury Forum Force. Which means, looking at the league table, Floreat open a 2-point gap at the top of the table from Perth and Bayswater City, while Armidale and ECU Joondalup sit at the bottom on 3 points each, while the Western Knights on 7 points will be happy to be unbeaten in their last 2 games. Looking ahead to round 7, the clash of the round will see Bayswater City play host to Floreat Athena, where a win would lift Bayswater to the top of the ladder. However, that could only last 24 hours, because in the match of the week on Sunday, a win to Perth over Balcatta could see them join Bayswater on top of the table. Stirling Lions play host to the Western Knights, Bunbury Forum Force play host to Armidale, while Sorrento host Inglewood United, with both teams wanting to get back to winning ways.
Football West is one of 7 major sporting organisations involved in a new government plan to improve attitudes to alcohol. More than $1 million has been allocated to 2,500 sporting clubs to make sure that when we're having a drink, no one gets hurt or injured.
This morning I'm extremely pleased to announce that the state government will invest $1 million over 3 years in a brand new program that will partner with sport to deliver attitudinal change and behavioural change in relation to alcohol.
Hi, I'm Terry Waldron. I'm the Minister for Sport and Recreation, and I'm here at the Perth Soccer Club, and you're watching Football 360.
And that brings the show to an end for another week. Remember to drop us a line and tell us your football story. And for all the latest news and events, go to footballwest.com.au. We'll see you again next week, but until then, bye for now.